Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Birdie coming at you fast with another Paragon tips and tricks video, and today we are going to be looking at how to play Kallari like a pro. That's right, how to Kallari like a pro. I kind of want to do these with a few heroes that I tend to play a lot that I'm pretty good with, and give you guys some tips, especially the harder heroes that I might not be too good with. So I want to give you guys a few core tips with Kallari that maybe a lot of you might know, but stuff that you really need to prioritize. So let's start at the very beginning. Now I'm going to be showing some uncut gameplay, but I will be talking about different stages in the game as Kallari. So the very first stage, obviously the very beginning, the laning phase. The most important thing that you need to understand as Kallari is that she's squishy, and that if you get stunned by a Decker Stasis Bomb, or if you get hit by a Narbash Thunk, you're in big trouble, especially if you're going up against someone like Revenant, who just does a shit ton of burst damage super duper quick. So you kind of have to play like a little bitch. Try and get last hits if you can. If not, do what a typical offlaner does. Stay back and get the XP. Don't worry about the CP. The great thing about Kallari is that using her or her square to make her go invisible will give you a very easy access and opening to steal gold buff at 3 minutes and then 5 minutes in the first 5 minutes of the game. Then the enemy ranger, or the Marauder ADC, however you want to call him, is pushing up on your tower at about 252, 254 is when you want to pop your invisibility and just stroll on over to gold buff right on through lane and take it while they're down there up against your tower. They're going to most likely that you're invisible, guarding the tower, waiting for them to go underneath the tower for you to strike a minion for extra damage or strike the carry for extra damage, when in reality you'll have enough time to go to gold buff, steal it in 2 hits, and then go back. Gold buff is Kallari's most important objective, especially early on, so make sure you abuse the shit out of it, and keep poking your enemies to make it very annoying for them. Another important thing to help Kallari out is to coordinate with your jungler. If you're in solo queue, it's going to be difficult, but you want to coordinate with your jungler to get at least one gank in the first 5 minutes. Usually the jungler should gank mid in the first 3 minutes, and your offlane in the first 5 minutes. It doesn't even need to be a successful gank. Make sure the jungler just doesn't die and feed the enemy carry. That would just be super counterproductive. But as long as you apply pressure to the enemy carry enough for you to get them off of their farm a little bit, starve the carry a little bit, and get some farm for yourself, some safe farm, that's the keyword there, then the jungler has done their duty. And if that happens, then Kallari can easily start snowballing later on, especially if you kill the carry during that jungler engagement. So those are the most important things early on in the laning phase. Focus gold buff as Kallari, try to steal it. Poke the shit out of the carry when they get under tower using your invisibility dagger combo, and wait until you get your ult to back. That would be the very best thing to do. Try and back once you get your ult. Okay, you don't want to back without your ult, because if you get your ult, you can come back to lane very, very, very quickly. And right here is what I want to talk about next, and that is split pushing. Kallari is one of the best split pushers in the game, as you saw. I was all the way over in the right lane, and I just ulted into that team fight, got our team 3 kills. The enemy in this case is blue. I don't know why it's always us that are orange. It's just inverse, but whatever. That's just how it goes in these replays. Nothing I can do about it except look at our red wall. So, Kallari is one of the best split pushers in the game. She has great escape. Make sure that you save your invisibility for escape when you're split pushing. Or if you activate the invisibility, activate it early so that it goes on cooldown while it's going like this, like you see here. So by the time I strike, my invisibility will be almost completely back up. Just in case somebody does come out of nowhere, I can pop invisibility real quick again and get the fuck out of there. Kallari is really good at split pushing, especially once you get Thunder Cleaver. If you guys look at my British build for Kallari, you'll see that I built Thunder Cleaver pretty early. I think I built it next in this gameplay right here. So definitely utilize that ability of Kallari to split push and have that escapability if somebody ganks her, and then also be able to join a team fight at any time with her ult. Another thing with joining team fights, another tip, is that Kallari should never, ever, ever engage. The number one thing that separates a really good Kallari player from all the trash Kallari players is 2 things, actually. One, know when to use your ult. Don't just use your ult to engage. Don't use your ult to chase kills unless there's a 100% chance of you getting the kill. And don't use your ult to escape. Okay, only use your ult to engage into a team fight after your tank has already went in. Because if you try to engage just like that, it could be even worse. You could lose more than half health. But getting over here with my ult gave me good positioning to go for the enemy carry over here while everybody was focused on the rest of the team fight, and I was able to kill him under all of the hysteria. And that's the second thing I wanted to mention is patience. The best separator of skill when it comes to Kallari is patience. The best Kallaris are patient. They know how to utilize timing. They know how to time everything to their best ability, to go into the back line, to use the backflip, to dodge the Belica knockup, to attack the carry when everybody else is focused, to time the dagger well enough to hit it and aim it and actually kill someone or slow somebody with it, okay? Just everything and anything that you have to do. I actually missed the dagger right there. That was poor aim on my part, but good job on this phase for sticking with me and slowing down the enemy Belica there, making up for my poor aim there. But patience is probably the most important thing with Kallari. You have to wait it out. You have to wait for the frontliners to use their abilities. You have to wait for Decker to use her ult. Wait for the support to use her ult. Wait for the casters such as Gideon or Gadget to use her ult. Make sure you're not caught in it. Position yourself easily. That's the great thing about Kallari, is that with her invisibility you can position herself very, very, very easily in a team fight without having to worry about people being attracted to your position. I mean, if you're a Countess, the carry is going to notice you running up on them with your swords crossed, ready to lunge. If you're Kallari, you're invisible unless they have a ward. And that's the next thing I wanted to point out. I mentioned this briefly in my deck building guide, but again, Kallari is a moving ward that can deward on her own. I'm going to say that again. Kallari can clear wards on her, as you're about to see right here. I'm actually no, I'm gonna wait for my teammate because I see my teammate. I don't want to waste my Thunder Cleaver. But Kallari can actually deward on her own in two ways. One, get up next to the ward, just touch the fucking ward, just put your dick on it, right? Just touch it, just the tip, right? Put your crosshairs right on the ward and throw your dagger right on top of the ward. It will actually bring the ward into the normal plane, out of the shadow plane, alongside with you, and attack the ward with your autos quickly after, and you will deward it. Again, Thunder Cleaver, you can approach the ward. See, I used the dagger right there, by the way. I get up real up close, use the dagger, and hit it. If you missed it, you can go back. But you can also use Thunder Cleaver. Just go up to the ward, right next to it, and just press Thunder Cleaver. In this case, it's number 1. It's set to number 1 on my hotkeys right there. And just press it. It will bring you and the Shadow Ward both into the normal plane. And again, you'll be able to destroy it with your auto. So 2 ways to destroy wards as Kallari on your own. You don't even need to carry wards. I don't use wards on my Kallari deck. I use it in the beginning a little bit for some lifesteal and to help out the rest of my team. But later on, I prioritize damage, health, and all that good stuff that you guys saw in my build video. You guys can check that out. That's my previous video. The link will be at the end of this video at the end screen annotations. But those are the biggest things with Kallari. Again, try not to lose the early game. The early game is very important for Kallari. She becomes a total beast later on in the game, so try and snowball as much as you can early. Try to shut down the enemy carry as much as you can. Always focus carries and supports as Kallaris. Don't even bother focusing anyone else unless it's a team fight and you can just deal a little bit extra damage. But always focus the back line, of course. Be patient. Wait for the front line to use their abilities. Wait for Sevarog to use his root engage. Wait for Chimera to use his ult. Wait for Gideon to use his ult. Wait for fucking Decker to use her cage, alright? Just wait it out. Or focus the back line while everyone else is focused in the team fight. And again, use your ult when you need to. Use your ult to finish off or join team fights as Kallari, because Kallari does do a lot of damage with that ult. She also applies a slow now after the V40 update, which makes her super, super good. And just fuck shit up, dude. Fuck shit up. Kallari is a beast in the right hands. So hopefully you guys enjoy these tips. It's nothing too revolutionary. There's nothing crazy. But a lot of people do need to hear it. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed. And that's about it. Again, be aggressive. Poke the shit out of people with Kallari. You deal a lot of damage as Kallari, okay? Especially with your teammates around. Focus the motherfucking support and the carry. And just poke them and make their life living hell. Make them afraid of you, okay? That's the best tip as Kallari. Make them afraid of you. When you go invisible, you want to make them very, very afraid. You want to make them very scared that you're going to be around to fucking destroy their life with your stealth combo with a Thunder Cleaver and the dagger, okay? And if you guys don't know what combo I'm talking about, you go stealth, you attack, you use your Thunder Cleaver, you attack, you use your dagger, you attack, and rinse and repeat. At that point, you're probably going to have to backflip out if you're being focused. If not, just keep autoing until you go into stealth. And one more tip that some people might not know is that you could actually channel Kallari's invisibility while you are auto attacking. So as part of your combo as Kallari, you can start up channeling your Q. It'll take about 2 seconds for you to go invisible. While that is happening, you can land 2 to 3 auto attacks depending on your attack speed, and then you go invisible. You continue auto attacking while you're invisible, and you get that 250% damage bonus while invisible. So that's also another way. If you want to be super aggressive, not worry about using the invisibility as an escape, you can do that as an offensive maneuver as well. There's a lot of ways to do it. You have to be able to match Kallari on your own. She is still one of the hardest, if not the hardest hero to play successfully in the game. So have fun playing her, have fun mastering her. I absolutely love her. She's definitely one of my favorite heroes in the game and always has been. And I'm really glad she's viable again, thanks to V40 and its updates. So anyways, now for real, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks so much for watching. As always, make sure you all have a wonderful day. Peace.